Good job.
Yippee assemble.
Holy shit. Bash, I'm not even live yet. Thank you. I'll thank you when we actually start. Holy crap.
Hands up! Whoa! Hands up! Whoa!
Holy shit, what is that? I'm not even live yet, everyone. Yo, thank you, Brick. Thank you, Shara. Thank you, Tony. I'll read all these when we actually start. Thank you again. Jesus, what a way to start the stream. Holy moly. Doom shot, motherfucker. Hi, chat.
Hands up!
Hi. Ashful, calm down. I'm gonna have to suck you off later. God damn.
Win.
Stop! I'm not live yet!
Man, that was great.
You could suck someone off without a dick, too. It works the same way. It insinuates the same shit. Dude, Sarah, thank you very much. I promise I will thank all of you when we actually start. Holy crap. What a way to start the stream. I'm surprised it didn't start a hype train. Maybe we haven't been live long enough to start a hype train. Yeah, we can try it, Nuke. How do you have a 3-year one-night stand? That doesn't even make sense. Sleep talk into the night. I drink and drive. Anything to let me let go, let go. The lead singer of this band is so good. His name's Gino, right? I think. I might be wrong. Rory? Oh. I was way off. Oh, you don't know either? I think it's Gino for some reason, but I might be wrong. Oh, it's Rory. Okay. Oh, yeah, Rory Rodriguez. That's it. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm thinking Deftones. I'm a fucking idiot.
I become the sun! I become the god! I become the dreamer! And 2 plus 2.
This is the end, or just the beginning. Lucidity, or nightmare unfolding. My heart, my soul, my body has grown so cold. Converge, I crash into the air.
Hands up! Whoa!
I know. Metal's hard on the ears. I don't play it that much, but
I become the dreamer!
what do you mean you can't understand it? The trick to understanding metal, okay, and this is what all the metalheads don't want to teach you because they're elitists, but I will teach you the ways. You look up the lyrics while you listen to the song, and then your brain can interpret the screaming, and then you can put it all together. That's the only way I could fucking do it. If it's my first raw dog hearing the song, I fucking don't know what they're saying. But once I like look up the lyrics and I read alongside while then my brain like recognizes the words. Doom shot, motherfucker.
Doom shot, motherfucker.
Bald L, bald Wesker Main. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna die first. What? What a fucking phenomenal game! I love it! It's so fucking fun! Yippee! Hello everyone, good day. I hope you're ready. It's Sunday. We're going to do a full playthrough of Outlast 2. Shit, it's going to be a long stream. I hope you're ready for it. Woo! 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 Holy moly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, everyone. Good day. Did you have a good night? Were you able to sleep?
I'm excited.
Did
for
you
this
have bad
playthrough.
dreams?
If this game doesn't make top 12 but Adam is still on the list, I'll riot.
I feel like it's probably going to, but I want to have it more fresh on the brain to know where it would place. I don't think it'll be like number one, because Outlast 1 I know for a fact is better, but yeah, we'll definitely see. I just want to give a big thank you to every single one of you coming in with the subs and gifted subs and the crazy bits coming in. Bashful did 10,000 bits like right at the start of the stream. Thank you so much, Bashful. Can we get some hearts for Bashful? Very, very... Okay, you don't have to frick me. Hopefully it's hopefully it's this frick. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is incredibly kind. I appreciate it. It didn't even wait for me to go live. So crazy. What happened to Dream Cage? We're going to do that Monday, Power. We're doing it Monday. Yeah, we're going to do Dream Cage on Monday. We're doing Dream Cage Monday. We're going to finish it. And we're going to do the Rat Shaker update on Monday as well. So, yeah, Monday's going to be pretty fun, I think, too. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Sassy?
Hands up!
Yo, Aqua, thank you for the 27 months. Appreciate it. Brick Shark, thank you for the 26 months. Sarah, 14 months, as well as Sarah also gifting 5 subs. You know what that means. Thank you so much, Sarah. Appreciate the 14 months and the 5 gifted. Very, very kind. Tony, thank you for the two months. And Bashful, god damn it, Bashful. 37 months, and then upgraded it to a tier 3. Oh my god, tier 3, 37 months. Bashful, I am undeserving of that. Oh, don't rat you out. Just a regular, oh, look at that. It's actually just a Prime sub. Wow, thank you so much for using your free sub on me here. I really appreciate it. That's very, very kind. You could use that on any stream on Twitch, and you chose to use it here. Very kind. Thank you so much. Blessing of Ace, thank you for the 2 years. Thank you. All right, cool. All caught up. Good. We're all caught up. We're probably going to be doing minimal yaps today, by the way, everyone. As you can see, I don't have YouTube or Reddit or anything pulled up because I was planning to just jump into the game within probably 30 to an hour. Not gonna do our normal 2-hour yap fest. We're gonna jump into it pretty quick. I just want to give people a chance to kind of get into the stream before we actually boot it up, for people that wanted to catch the beginning of it. Although, you know, it's a pretty long playthrough. It's not like they're going to miss too much with just missing a little bit of the beginning. But I did just kind of want to yap. It's kind of a good way to be able to chat with you guys. If you have any questions or things you want to talk about, I'm more than happy to. We'll probably boot up Outlast 2.
Hands up!
I got it ready to go, and believe it or not,
Hey,
Outlast...
Hexy,
Oop.
the first time I clicked on your stream you were talking about cuckold relationships in graphic detail.
When did I do
closed the
this?
stream immediately in disgust. It wouldn't be until 6 months later that I
It
would
does
click
sound
back
like
into your
something I would
stream.
do.
It was just hours and hours of Wraith gameplay, much more preferable. Here's to 40 months. Love you.
Thank you, Gare Bear. Thank you. Yeah, I was going to say, when did I do that? But that does sound like something I would do. I'm going to keep it a buck. I sometimes forget that people get like very uncomfortable when talking about sexual content. For me, it's like I don't really view it as like weird or taboo. I almost find it more interesting. But I got to realize normal people might not feel as comfortable being that open. So maybe I should watch myself. You played a chunk of the demo? Did you actually? Sure. Your voiceover is awesome. My partner and I loved it. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, we should honestly maybe play the demo. I was somewhat debating on playing the demo. But I also kind of maybe want to wait until the actual game gets fully released to do a full playthrough of that. But maybe we do just play the demo.
Time flies. Hope you're doing good, smiley face.
Could be something fun to do. It just sucks because it would be sucky if we like got into it and then the demo ends. It's like, damn it. But it might be worth trying out, especially because we have a voice in it. Oops. What was that? Didn't mean to do that. Ferdy, thank you for the 79 months. Time flies. Hope you're doing good. Dude, I can't believe it's 79 months, bro. Isn't that wild to think about? How weird is that? How weird is that? Yeah, I wanted to see, actually, Flesh Made Fear. Oh, yeah, we could actually just straight up play it. I'll add it to my library. Yeah, maybe we do play this. This week. It would actually be super... I'm actually super curious to see what I sound like in-game, because I haven't actually seen the scene with the voice actors on top of it. I've only seen the text, so I haven't even heard what the other characters sound like yet. We actually got us all together, and we're all going to work together with the later voice lines that we need to do. So that'll be pretty fun, but I haven't actually heard what their voices are. I'm playing as Marcus, aka Hawk, which is so appropriate considering everyone just spams Hawk Tua memes here. But we're literally playing as Hawk Tua guy in the game. Not really, his name is just Hawk, but yeah, it's Marcus Hawk. I forget his last name, actually. McAllister? Something like that. I know it's Marcus Hawk. Tua. Yes, his last name's Tua. Marcus Hawk Tua. Yep, there it is. Yep, that is it. That is it. So maybe we do that this week. Shit, we might be able to even do this on Monday, possibly. Maybe I should just install it now so I don't forget. I mean, I won't really forget, but... How long is the demo?
Good job!
Thanks for showing up, bro. I've been having some hard times recently, and those goofy streams are something I'm looking forward every day. I appreciate you a lot, Mr. Streamer.
Thank you, Young. Just ignore everyone typing riding. They don't mean it. They don't mean it. Yo, thank you so much, Young. I really appreciate it. Sorry you're going through some hard times. Glad I can be here to at least make you smile maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit of laughter, too, hopefully. Maybe. 100 jokes, one of those has to land, right? Thank you very much, Young. I appreciate it. Yeah, very, very, I've been really happy. We've been doing a lot of streams lately. It's been feeling good. Mentally, I'm feeling a lot better than I had been over the past few months. You know, still a work in progress, but I feel like I've kind of found like a good medical dose of antidepressants. That's actually been helping me quite a lot. And therapy has been a big help for me. So, you know, I obviously have to do a lot of the work still, but you know, we're making a lot of progress. I feel. I think the biggest thing I struggle with is loneliness, but you know, I got you guys, so at least I'm not completely lonely. I might try to go. I actually found out of a emo club in Austin. I found out about it like 2 weeks ago. I might try to go to that this weekend or something. Like maybe Friday or Saturday. I haven't been out in a while. I'll still stream that day because like you don't go to the club until like 10 o'clock anyways, but I might do that. I've never been. I don't know. I've never been. Why not look for roommates? I don't want to live with roommates, bro. Living with roommates sucks ass. The only thing I want to live with is more cats. And maybe a partner, I guess. A partner is not too bad, but roommates? Fuck no, dude. It's annoying as shit. They invite their friends over. They could stay up late. They could party all night. They could do whatever the fuck they want. Obviously, I'm not like a bitchy roommate, so I just kind of let them do it, but sometimes it could be annoying. The thing is, I lived in multiple houses with 4 to 5 roommates in every single house because we had no money. Like, we all had no money, so we just would have a bunch of us in the same place. And, it just sucks ass. It's just awful. There's people in and out of the house all the time. Parties constantly happening all the time because one of them... And, like, to be honest, it was kind of cool having the parties because, like, I didn't have to do anything. I'd just get off of work, come home, and there would be, like, a raging party and be like, all right, sick. But, like, you know, when you want peace and quiet, where's your peace and quiet? Is it worse than being lonely? Fuck yeah, it is, bro. Fuck yeah, it is. I got to deal with them doing this, leaving dirty dishes, making the house dirty. I got to clean up after them. You know, we got to argue about the AC and if it's too cold or too hot. Dude, I am not doing that shit. Also, just like moving the cars around to get people in their parking spots is a bitch and a half. Yeah, fuck that, dude. I mean, maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I only had one roommate. You know, one roommate maybe is not so bad. But at that point, it's like, just because they're your roommate doesn't mean they're going to be your friend. That's also something to keep in mind. You could be your roommate and they don't want to talk to you, period. You know what I mean? Thankfully, every roommate I've had, I've been friends with. One of the roommates, we ended up having a big falling out because we did become roommates. But before then, we were actually good friends. But being roommates made us go at each other quite a bit.
Good job.
Hexy, congrats on the acting gig in the new
And
Final
also-
Destination movie. Your performance in the trailer was top-notch.
I'm not me. I don't even think there's a new Final Destination, is there? Also, another thing you got to realize, Thor, is it's not just about me wanting to complain about my roommates. You got to realize I'm also part of the problem. And the reason why I say I'm part of the problem when it comes to being a roommate is what I do for a fucking living. I'm home nonstop and I'm screaming and yelling and making shitty jokes and doing fart humor and talking about dicks and vaginas nonstop. You think my roommates want to hear that all day? Fuck no, they don't. They probably want to just sit and watch their TV and shit. Like, they don't want to listen to my ass. And that's another thing that I would have to worry about if I had roommates. they would just hear me yapping nonstop, and some roommates might not care, but some roommates might be like, yo, bitch, shut up. Yeah, assuming I can afford to, I will never go back to roommates ever again. If for some reason I can't afford to just live by myself, then sure, I guess I'll look at getting roommates, but for now, we're okay. Also, I kind of really like living in a one-bedroom apartment. I don't know about you guys, but it feels like the perfect size. It's kind of small, but like I kind of like it. It's just a one bedroom, a little living room, and that's it. And it feels nice and cozy. You don't have to worry about like 8 different, well, maybe not 8 different rooms, but 3 different rooms, 4 different rooms in a house with multiple people all living there, coming in and out at all times. I will say the nice thing about having roommates though is you always have something to do. Even though I'm bitching about my roommates, I did genuinely love my roommates as well. Anytime I'd get off work, there would usually be a bunch of people over. They'd be partying or whatever. Or like I'd get, off of work, I'd come home. They'd all be smoking weed and playing video games in the living room. And it's like, hell yeah, dude. Now it's hell yeah. He's like, you want some? Fuck yeah. And then I just join them. So there's like a lot of benefits to it. But there's negatives to it as well. So yeah. You and a girlfriend live in a 2-bedroom? Well, you have a kid. That's honestly really good because then you guys can have a room and your kid can have a room. That's the way to do it. They all jorking in the living room. They're not, no. But that's another thing too. I can jork whenever I want and I don't have to worry about, are my roommates home? Are my roommates going to come in? Like, are they going to try to knock on the door? Try to invite me to go party? I just do it whenever, I don't have to think about it. Would they come in? I've never had it happen, no, but I mean, it's definitely always on the back of my mind. We all knocked on each other's doors before we'd go inside. Also, another thing, and I know I'm not hooking up with people, so don't go making fun of me at yada yada. I know, okay? But another thing is when I had roommates, I would bring home people, to do things with, and noises would be made, and they could hear us in the room, and that's not very fun to come out to, and they all have this giant smirk on their face, like know exactly what I did. So yeah, that was always awkward. I mean, obviously it was a bunch of dudes. So like, well, one place was a bunch of dudes, the other was 2 dudes and 2 girls. But we were all having sex. So like all of us had this awkward walk of shame. Like we could all hear each other. It was not very cool. I usually would just try to go in my room whenever it was happening so I didn't have to hear it. But yeah. No, never an orgy. Never an orgy. We never did an orgy, but like, we were sexually active, Bro, we were like, I got kicked out when I was 18. So it was like from 18 to like 25 or something. I was living with a shit ton of roommates. And then I think around that time I was able to afford like to get out with just one roommate. So it was me and my girlfriend and then one roommate and her boyfriend, but her boyfriend didn't live there. He would just sleep over all the time. So it was essentially 2 couples in a place. And that was when I finally got like it calming down a bit. But yeah, like that whole early time, dude, like if you don't hear anything, they starfishing. I would always try to keep it quiet a bit, and then if she was like being too loud, I'd try to cover her mouth like shh. Like, but sometimes you just can't hold back, it is what it is. What's starfishing? It's when you just like lay there and do nothing, Just get fucked. Starfish, you know how starfish is? Yeah, that's basically what starfishing is. Which is just like my wife. Dude, that's crazy that you married her. I hope you married her before you realized that she starfishes. Because I've only had one girl in my entire life starfish. One. That's it. And the reason why she pisses me off, I wouldn't normally get pissed off about someone starfishing. I just wouldn't have sex with them or ever want to have sex with them again. But the reason why she pissed me off, and you guys have probably heard this story before, but like she pissed me off because she was spitting mad game in my ear. Bro, we were at the club and she's just in my ear, like talking all this naughty talk, like kinky. And it's like, why are you being so kinky? And then this is what happens when I get you back to the apartment? The fuck is that? It was such a weird interaction. I don't know if she was just shy because it was like actually going to happen.
What is starfishing?
And like when you're actually at the club and shit, it's like a lot easier to kind of spit game. Yeah, maybe it was performance anxiety. I don't know. It was super weird though. That's the only reason it made me upset. It would have been different if she was just a bit more passive, maybe more shy. And then it's like, okay, maybe she's being shy. Fine, let's try to, you know. But like she was spitting mad game. That's actually the only time I think ever where I like stopped in the middle of like making out and doing that type of stuff where we were basically going to fuck and I said, I don't want to. And she was like, what's the problem? And I was like, it's not you, it's me. I blamed it on myself because I just didn't have the heart to like tell her you're being whack as fuck. So I just blamed, I was like, it's me. I don't know if I want to. So I just blamed it on myself completely. But like, it was 100% her. Just turn off the lights. Yeah, see, that's not fun to me, bro. If I'm having sex, I want it to be fun. Sex for just to get off is boring as shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Sex for just sex is boring. If I'm gonna have sex or be intimate like that, I want it to be this back and forth dance, a fun interaction, enjoyable for both sides, not just like stick my dick in it and bust a nut. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just weird and I don't like it. If you like it, hey, more power to you. But like, I just don't like it. It's not for me. Big boy, thank you for the 6 months. What is starfishing? Did you not hear what I just? Well, I'll explain it since you subbed. It's basically when you just lay there, like a star. Okay, here. Do you need a visual representation? So as you can see here is a starfish, right? So as you can see, if you imagine a person, this is the head here. These are the arms and these are the legs. And you would obviously be in this area doing your thrusting. And it's basically, you know, starfishes don't move very much. They're very slow and they just kind of lay there. So when you say someone's starfishing, you basically mean they're just laying there, not really being interactive. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're fully sprawled out like a star, no, but, you know, it's essentially laying there doing nothing. Good explanation. Hey, I just explained it simple, stupid, but, you know, I tried to give a visual representation this time. Tying them up like this? No, bro. If I was tying them up and then complained that they weren't moving very much, that would be completely idiotic of me. Of course they're not moving very much. I fucking tied them up. Yeah, that's a bit different and that's a bit more kinky and not quite what I was going with. But you know. Yeah. Yeah. Do they close their eyes? Why do we always end up on sex talk, guys? How horny are you fucks? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a horny individual too, but like, I don't need to go on these conversations all the time. You guys just bring it up nonstop, so it just makes me start talking about it. Because, like, I find it fascinating, so it's fun. Like, I love talking about it, but, you know, I don't necessarily want to just always talk sex. I mean, if you want, I'm down. Shit. We're probably going to boot up Outlast 2 really soon, just FYI. So, do they close their eyes during? I don't know. You know, I'm not really sure. I mean, I think we all close our eyes sometimes, right? I do think eye contact is like some of the hottest shit you can do, though. I think the reason why eye contact is so hot is because you can tell if a person's faking by their eye contact. That's also, it just is like really intimate with eye contact as well. Way more intense. You could do something like simple stupid, but make eye contact while doing it, and it just makes it 10 times more intense. Eye contact distracts you. Interesting. Do you mean like it distracts you because you need to like focus to come? You don't have to share that if that's TMI. Sorry, I wasn't really thinking when I asked that, but I'm assuming that's probably what it kind of is. I know some people really need a focus to like bust. Wait, can't the men tell you're faking? Like, feel it? It depends. Some guys, yes. Some guys, no. I do think there is some women that are very good about faking. I'm not going to kiss and tell too much, but I've caught people kind of faking, and I made them not fake and made them finish. But I won't go into all the details because there's no need to do that. But, yeah, I'm pretty good about reading if they're faking. But to be honest, I mean, dude, some people are such good actors. And the thing is, and I'll break this down for everyone, just because a person comes doesn't mean they enjoy it. That goes both ways. I'm going to keep it a buck. You can come and not be satisfied. It goes both ways. So just because you're like, oh, well, I made this person come, or I made this girl come, or I made this guy come, it doesn't mean they actually really enjoyed it. Some people just bust fast. And I know some people get embarrassed about it, but you don't really need to be embarrassed, I don't think. It's definitely more common in males to bust more quickly than females, but I've been with girls that bust within like less than a minute. It's kind of crazy. The thing is, it's nice, though, because then you can, like, edge them really easy. Okay, now we're going into TMI again. The hard ones that are like a fucking Rubik's Cube is rough because when you get them to that point, if you stop, they won't finish. So you need to kind of keep it going. And if you do stop, then you have to basically start from the ground and work your way all the way back up again. That's the one thing that sucks with the people that are more hard to come, I guess you could say. Is this TMI? Should I stop talking about all this stuff? Hey, you guys think like I don't get laid and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm decent. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not like no Mac Daddy, but like, you know, I'm pretty good about reading. I'm pretty good about reading the room. We're going to boot up Outlast in 20 minutes tops. Probably like 20 minutes, maybe 15. Well, the thing is, when you're easy to come, it's really easy to edge them because they're super sensitive. So you can just like really fuck with the person, which is...
Hexy
I personally love it.
I know people don't really like the segs talk, so I will try not talk about much anymore.
Literally
Hexy
all of you are
20 minutes
talking
later.
about
Also,
it.
I cover the woman's mouth up when they're screaming. I can always tell when they are faking it with me because they fake it all the time with me.
No,
so I force them
that's
to come
not
with
true.
my sex godlike powers. I whisper that on the streets I am the crispy crip and it really sets them off.
That's not true. Just some people will fake it because they want you to stop, like they want to chill and like stop this interaction when that would be the time that you ask them what they like, or maybe they just don't want to finish and it's like it's too much effort and they just want to chill, and that's acceptable too, but you don't need to fake an orgasms to stop. That's why they stop in 1 minute? What do you mean? No, I don't think anyone stops in 1 minute unless maybe they come in 1 minute. Usually if someone wants to stop, it's because they're kind of getting sore or something along those lines, or maybe you've been doing things, playing and foreplay and fucking whatever for over an hour, you know, and it's like, okay, I just want to fucking break, like I'm over it, you know. There's a bunch of different ways that it can go. You said you made girls come in 1 minute and they just didn't want to keep going. Well, the nice thing, and girls can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not an expert in this area, but girls are a lot easier to make come multiple times than a dude. So just because she comes quickly doesn't mean she won't be ready to go again very shortly after. Shit, maybe even like directly after. So it kind of depends. Some of them just want to get it out of the way because they know they're quick, but they know they can
Happy
keep
Sunday.
going.
Excited
So they
for the
bust
scaries.
quick, so then they can actually wait a bit on their next one. Post-nut clarity? Yeah, I don't think girls kind of get that post-nut clarity as much. Adrian, thank you for the 93 months. Holy shit, that's a long one. Happy Sunday. Excited for the scaries. Hell yeah, me too. I can't wait. It's going to be a good one today. It is going to be a good one. We're booting up Outlast 2, so this is going to be fucking sick. This is going to be sick.
Good job!
Hexy, do not under any circumstances hold someone's hand on the first date. That shit is cringe. Also Hexy, I'm going
That's
to
not
keep
what
it
I
a buck.
said.
I used to finger blast 20 chicks a night in my Rome.
That's not true. I've never hooked up with two people in the same day.
Like the Noah can detect a tsunami 100 miles away. Now everybody be quiet and focus so you can bust. Concentrate like the back of an orange juice
Dude, you
carton.
guys literally take all my shit that I say and completely misconstrue it. Just because I'm down to finger blast or go down on someone and be a little slutty doesn't mean I'm hooking up with a fucking 20 people in a day. I've never hooked up with multiple people in a day. I'm just a pleaser. If you're horny, I'll take care of you if I'm into you. If I'm not into you, well, then sucks to be you, I guess. Or just go do it yourself. And when I'm talking about the first date shit, by the way, when I'm talking about the first date shit, I'm saying in the beginning of a date. Not like at the end of the night, things have been going good and it's a vibe. Sure, then you can hold hands. You guys took what I said, which is at the beginning of a date, starting to hold hands. First date, not second, third, fourth, whatever date. First date, within the first few hours of meeting someone, you already trying to hold their hand. It's fucking weird. That is a big red flag to me. I don't know. And to answer your question about the people talking about like busting too quickly, I mean, some people will get mad about the busting too quickly. I personally don't think it's a big deal if the girl or the guy comes too quickly, as long as they're still willing to participate after. That to me is like the biggest thing. Because you want to make it's a 50-50 deal, right? Like, if I end up busting more quickly than my partner, then I want to take care of them still. And if they finish before me, well, we got to keep the, you know, like it's meant to kind of be a 50-50 dance, right? So, yes, okay. See, Foxy fucking gets it, dude. Like, I understand. End of the night, things have been going good. You've been chatting it up, maybe flirting a little bit, commenting on their outfit, all this nice stuff. End of the night, maybe you want to hold their hand or put your arm around her, whatever. I think that's totally chill. Like, that's a vibe, right? I'm talking, the reason why you guys got it all fucked up is because I was talking about Lacey. And if you guys don't know Lacey, he's part of FaZe. He's part of FaZe Clan. And he constantly is taking girls out on dates. It's like part of his content, right? But his chat is literally like fucking 15-year-olds. So what do they tell him to do? Because they don't understand how dating actually works. Within the first hour of meeting a chick, they're like, her hand's cold, your hand's cold, hold her hand, oh, look at her hand's cold, give her your jacket, hold her hand. It's like, bro, do you not know how the dance of dating goes? Like, you don't do that right off the rip. It's fucking weird. Unless maybe you are long distance talking for, you know, a while, and this is your first date, but you've been talking for a while, sure, then fine. But you've had that, but if it's a first fucking date, no. And it just shows that they're a bunch of fucking high schoolers that don't know how to date, which is why they're giving him advice, which is shitty advice. Trust me, I'm not a dating expert. There's a reason I'm single, right? Well, you know, I'm kind of choosing to be single, but like, I'm not a dating expert, but I you know, I've learned a few things with my years on this earth. So I'm definitely not an expert. I can always improve too. I get shy as well, but like, you know, I know a lot of things. And on top of that, you guys got to realize when I'm saying this shit, I'm not saying this just from a male's perspective. I typically have more gal friends than guy friends. I typically have more gal friends than guy friends. I get along better with females, women, girls than I do dudes because I don't know. I guess I'm more chatty and I'm more drama related rather than the dudes, which we end up going out and they're just like, I'm trying to fuck tonight. And I'm just like, bruh, I don't, like, fine, I'll wingman, but like, it's just, I don't really like it as much. It's not for me. On top of that, and I've said this before, for anyone that wants to come at me like, oh, you're fucking gay, whatever, you know, yeah, hey, we go both ways, right? But like, the thing is, it makes you look more attractive. Okay, and what I mean by that is, like, say I go out with like 3 girls and I have no interest in fucking any of them. I know, imagine opposite sex being friends. In 2025, no way. Yes way, people can just be fucking friends. But if I go out with like 3 girls, right, and I'm the only one with them that's a dude, or maybe there's one other dude or something, it makes you seem more interesting. That's not why I'm friends with them, but other girls will look at you and be like, why is he hanging out with so many girls? He must have something about him. He must have... You might say I'm a fucking idiot for saying this, but it's fucking true. They do and hey, I'll bust it. I'll break it down for the girls too. Girls are fucking devious, and I've learned a thing or two with you fucking chatty Cathys over here. One of the strats that girls do, this is actually real, and girls are going to get mad at me for revealing this strat, but one of the strats that girls do is they will make a bunch of friends with other girls, but guess what? They're all uglier than the main character. Huh? Why do you do that? Oh, because it makes you the most attractive out of the whole bunch, which artificially, or, you know, not saying you're bad looking, but it actually boosts your attractiveness. Because if you look at a group of girls and then you see, oh, that one's the hottest, that just boosts them up and makes them more hot. I've actually known a few girls that actually made friends with other girls that were uglier than them because they wanted to seem more attractive. That's not made up. They've literally told me this verbatim. Yes, Bish, verbatim. Yo, Positively, thank you for the 7 months. Rod, thank you for the $2 tip. Just play the game. Okay, we're booting the game up in 9 minutes. We got 9 minutes. So, hey, I'm sorry to out you ladies in the chat, but hey, you know, guys need to learn some of this shit. And you might say, nuh-uh, Hexy, I wouldn't fall for that. But the thing is, a lot of guys think with their dick, okay? And when you look at a bunch of girls and you see, oh, this one's the most attractive out of the bunch, that's who you kind of hone in on. And it actually does make them more attractive in like a weird way. The thing is, and I'm not trying to say that the person that's the most attractive is busted, but when you get them out of the group and you ISO them, that's where you'll really start to realize, like, oh shit, wait, what? You were way more attractive with all your friends. What the hell happened? Like, oh shit. Hey, next time that happens to you, pay attention to it. Watch, you'll see. It's okay, Katie. Don't worry. I can't make any friends. So, you know, you're not alone. I can't make any friends. That's internalized misogyny of pick-me chicks. Yeah, pretty much. But the thing you got to realize is, like, you know, I don't really see it as much nowadays. Maybe this is more of a Florida thing, but I don't think it is. I think it's maybe more of a city thing, if anything. Especially during like MySpace era and all that time, everyone was trying to fight to be the prettiest and the sexiest and the most sought after. So doing little strats like that was ways that they could make themselves more attractive. Might not be as common nowadays. I don't know. I'd be shocked if it wasn't, though. Yeah, it was part of the MySpace scene. Well, not all of it, but a bit of it. Oh, so it actually happened to you as well, Sassy? Okay. So yeah, I honestly think it's just a common thing. Guys, on the other hand, are too stupid. We don't even understand that.
To counteract Hexy's horrible advice, let a happily married guy give you some tips. Hold their hand, pay them genuine compliments, don't be afraid to be silly.
Dude,
shower regularly.
Can you get your wife? We can hop on Discord real quick.
And utensils. And most
can you go get your wife, hop her on Discord with me real quick? I got some questions for her. No. Go get her. I want to ask her a few questions. Mr. fucking happily fucking married over here. You're not going to do it, are you? Don't worry. I won't be weird. I just want to ask some simple fucking questions. Because I don't think they would agree with the shit you're saying. I don't think so. Yes, you can hold their hand. I think holding hands is fine, Soraka, but not within the first few hours on the first date. Holding hands is a great way to break down physical barriers because at a certain point in a date, you want to kind of get in that personal barrier bubble that everyone fucking has. So you eventually kind of want to kind of break that down and get closer. So I do think holding hand, we've ran a poll before and everyone said holding hands is the way to go. I'm the fucking idiot for this. We've run a poll before in the past. So yes, I'm the fucking weirdo. So yeah. But like, I still don't think I am. I still don't. I don't agree with the poll. Yeah, most people were saying holding hands is good. The thing is, I do think at a certain point you want to break the barrier, right? That's why a lot of people do the yawn, hand around. That's why that's a really common strat, because it's a way to kind of break those barriers. You want to, assuming you're into the person, obviously, and they're into you, you want to start kind of inching yourselves closer. and breaking the barriers down, so then eventually you kiss, right? Like, that's the whole thing. And more than likely, unless you're just really passionate about each other, you're not just gonna walk up to someone randomly, be like, hey, I like you, let's kiss. It doesn't really work like that. You kind of, it's a slow burn most of the time. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid, though. Maybe I'm out of touch. I haven't gone on a date in, I don't know. Well, I haven't. Maybe I shouldn't. Well, I mean, I have gone on a few dates since being single, but like, they didn't go anywhere. Mostly me. I just ghosted them. You know, personal problem with me, not them. Okay, the dead flowers dude, though, fuck that guy. Okay, seriously? Motherfucker got me dead flowers. That shit's bullshit. I'm still mad at them for that. I never talked to them after that. Yeah. For those that don't know, I went on a date with this guy. He was a manager at Whole Foods. And the reason why I get caught up on the dead flowers isn't because the flowers were dead. It's because I'm an overthinker, and any overthinker is going to agree with me on this. But they got me dead flowers, right? And they said it kind of matches my aesthetic. I feel like you'd like this. Obviously, we're kind of goth. Like, okay, I understand why. But the reason why I disliked it was he works at Whole Foods and he's a manager. Now, anyone that's actually worked in retail will know where I'm going with this. Anyone that has never worked in retail has no idea where I'm going with this. But when there is perishables in retail,
Hands up.
if they don't sell and they start to go bad,
As
or
a
it's
married
spoiled,
guy,
or it's
honestly,
past
just
the
putting them first
expiration
before
date.
yourself will get you far. Most
If
of
it-
you degens finish in 2 pumps
if
and
it's
roll over lol.
If it's past the expiration date, they have to write it off at the end of the day, and it all goes into the dumpster or a bin or whatever. It depends on how the retail place does it. But ultimately, you write it all off, and then it goes in the garbage. So, because I'm an overthinker, and this guy works at Whole Foods, guess what? They sell fucking flowers at Whole Foods. And he was a manager. Okay? He's obviously writing it off, gonna throw it in the garbage because it's a write-off, and he gave me garbage flowers. So he basically gave me write-off trash flowers, and that's why it bothered me. It's not the fact that he got me like dead flowers. I actually do think I kind of like the dead flowers more, just because, like, you know, being emo and stuff, it kind of suits.
Take advice from a guy that goes
But it was the whole back of it, like the fact that he worked at Whole Foods. I know they sell flowers at Whole Foods. I know how writing shit off at the end of the day goes. I know these flowers were definitely not going to sell with how they looked. Yeah, that shit rubbed me the wrong way. I would have rather just not got flowers. It was slightly unfortunate. They were cute. They were kind of boring, though. I don't know if it even would have went anywhere. Yo, Rod, thank you for the 2. He says, remember, guys, let's take advice from a guy that ghosts after the first date. My guy should be on The Bachelor. Rodriguez, way to tell me you don't date in 2025. That's just how dating is nowadays. Everyone just ghosts each other. The moment you're not interested in someone, you just stop talking to them and never talk to them ever again. You might talk to them every single fucking day for an entire month and then go on a date with them and realize, this isn't for me, and everyone just stops talking. That's literally dating in 2025. That's how it goes. And you might be like, nuh-uh, and that just proves that you don't date in modern day. Back in the day, yeah, that shit didn't really happen as much. It still happened, but not nearly as much. Now, bro, all the time. And it's because it's so easy with just the swipe meta, Tinder, the dating apps, all this crap, going to the clubs, like the way the internet is, social media is. it's just everyone just ghosts each other. There's literally songs about it, bro. This one of my favorite songs. This song right fucking here is literally about it. Listen. So talking to him, they all sound the same. She's still kind of thinking about the old person because they all sound the same. Okay, you're going on a date. You lean to kiss, talking and chatting on a nice first date. Everything's kind of going good. And then guess what? There it is. Just stop replying, aka ghosted, and never talk ever again. So, like, that's just kind of dating nowadays, bro. Yo, Catnip, thank you for the 14 months. As a married guy, honestly, just putting them first before yourself will get you far. Most of you degens finish in 2 pumps and roll over. I don't know if I agree with that, Catnip. There's so much complications when you're actually dating someone like long term. Sure, maybe early on that might get you a good fair way, but to stay married or to stay in a committed relationship for long is actually a lot more complicated because of like icks, little triggers that will bother people and turn people off. There's so much different complications when it comes to like longer term relationships. But yeah, I guess you could say early on, you could say focus on taking care of the other person. But you know, when you've been dating for a while, it becomes a lot more complicated. You might be feeling it, they might not. They might be feeling it, you might not. You might be tired, they might be tired. You might have done something earlier that day that was just a complete turn off and now like nothing. Even if you were like, yo, I'm just gonna fucking go down on you and nothing else, that's all I want to do, then it's still nothing. Like there's so much different, you know what I mean? Like it's way more complicated when you're in like a longer relationship than like doing like a few months dating. Also, honeymoon phase is like a big thing too. Bro, I'm ready to boot up the game. I've been ready to boot up the game for the last 15 minutes, okay? But you guys won't stop yapping. So obviously, I got to keep talking, okay? Like, I can't just leave people open-ended, okay? I got to finish you off, you know? Can I link the song? Yeah, it's Kenya Grace. Probably like my only celebrity crush.
Hands up!
I actually, I find,
What game are you going to
she's
play?
probably my
Will we
celebrity
see a game
crush.
just
I find
like
her like mad
H1Z1 again
attractive.
shooter?
Battle Tune. Thank you for the 47 months. What game are you going to play? Will we say a game just like H1Z1 shooter again? I don't think they'll ever make an H1Z1 shooter again. Maybe though. I would love to. And I have no idea, Battletune. I mean, if you're talking about today, we're playing Outlast 2. If you're talking about like a new main game, I have no fucking idea, bro. My stream sucks dick. I don't know why anyone even watches still. We're kind of in this weird limbo. I don't really have a main game. I don't really have main content. I don't really have anything that's somewhat consistent. I don't have a schedule. I don't tweet on social media. I don't really post on any social media. I don't even know why people are still here. But I guess you could say my content lately has been horror themed. I do a lot of horror themes, and probably the only thing consistent, which is why it normally does the best, is my Spooky Saturdays. That's probably the only thing that I do that's like consistent so far. But we kind of have a little thing that we're doing where we're trying to find the scariest horror game of all time. So that's been kind of fun. Eventually, I would like to do some IRL stuff. I plan to do some IRL stuff this year, so that's a thing. I'm just not yapping about it as much as I was the previous year, so I don't let anyone down, but I would like to. We already played Cabin. We already played that game. But I have a bunch of ideas for IRL that I really want to do, and I've told you guys a bunch of the stuff, but I have a whole notepad full of just a shit ton of streaming ideas. I mean, this shit goes. Some of these ideas are completely horrible, though. I don't even know why I fucking write this down. I'll give you guys a spoiler, okay? Just to show you guys how good this is. One of the ideas is we take a bunch of sleeping pills and see who can stay awake the longest. Or we just trip balls. That could be a good one. There's another one called the cookie race, where we get a bunch of people together and we all put cookies in our butt and then we race. And the loser has to eat the other's cookies. That's a good one. It's a classic. That'll go real well, I think. Some of these we can't even do on Twitch. I don't even know why I jotted it down. I think my favorite idea that I really want to fucking do, though, is in practical streamers. God, I wish I could get like a group, like 4 of us together, and we do like IRL stuff and do like impractical jokers, but just do impractical streamers. The reason why I talk about that one is because I've heard a few people talk about the idea now. I've had that idea for like forever. Ever since I really saw Impractical Jokers, I was like, that would actually be such good content for streamers to do. It would be hard to film, but I think it would work really well. Obviously, ghost hunting. But some of these I don't even want to share because they're just too good. Oh, yeah, and then we have the try not to shit challenge. We all take a bunch of laxatives in the woods. As well as the throw-up challenge. That's another one. The throw-up challenge, though, we go to the fair and we try to ride as many crazy rides as we can, and whoever throws up last is the winner. That's a pretty good one, too. I actually asked the Twitch admins if we're allowed to do that because you're not allowed to show vomit on stream, and they said we can do it as long as I don't show the people throwing up. So I can show the before and, like, right when they start, and then, like, not during, and then show it again. Yeah, we can't just like zoom in on them like throwing up like crazy. Oh, and these are a bunch of TikTok ideas. Man, I wish I wasn't depressed. I have some pretty good ideas. Just too fucking depressed to actually execute. Yo, Sin, thank you for the 10 months. Hexy asked me out on a date, held my hand, finger blasted me for 1 minute, then he ghosted me. I've never heard from him again. That's not true. I haven't hooked up with anyone since I've been single. I've had the opportunity. I've been invited over at 2 a.m., which I don't know why they'd invite me over. I mean, I guess they didn't say let's fuck, but... You know, inviting someone over at 2 in the morning. I think I know where it's going. I'm an adult. So yeah, but I haven't hooked up with anyone. I don't really want to hook up with anyone. I told you guys, we're being celibate.